Hey guys, welcome back to Tarot by Cherie. How are my beautiful lights doing today? All right, we're going to get started right away and see what beautiful uplifting messages Spirit may have for us today. First card up is the Knight of Swords, along with the Nine of Wands. Okay, so once again, guys, immediately what I'm seeing is, as you know, these two cards are connected in my readings. We have something beautiful coming in really fast now. So the things we thought were unbelievable, the things that you guys didn't believe in or you thought was just a bunch of, malarkey, we'll say, right, is now coming in for you. It's not just coming in for you, it's coming in so fast. Your head's going to spin. You're not expecting this. You're thinking it's non-existent, but what's going to happen is this Ten of Pentacles is going to come into play for you. It's going to be your destiny. Okay, for the rest of your life, Aquarius, you're going to be living a fantasy life. Okay, what I like to refer to as a Star Trek life. Okay, all of these things might not be here tomorrow or tonight, but one by one, you're going to start seeing magnificent things coming in for you. Now, the Ten of Pentacles tells us that all things that we've dreamt about since we were children, all of our things, worldly and things of the heart, are going to come together and manifest for you. You are going to manifest it in, or we are as a whole, we are all one consciousness, okay? So you're probably noticing by now that you have a thought and then something happens immediately after that thought. Guys, if this has happened to you, and if it hasn't, it's okay, but it's still coming. All right, but if you've had a thought where maybe you thought about a person or a thing, and suddenly, you found out that thing is yours, okay, for the taking, or the person you thought of is suddenly texting you within seconds or minutes after you thought of them, or said their name. Maybe you're having a conversation, you say their name, and boom, they're calling you or texting you. This is not a coincidence, okay? This is the new 5D that we are moving into. All right, so let's continue. I'm seeing with this Nine of Wands, guys, this is you feeling embattled, okay? Just like some of you might be feeling like you can't do another day, all right? And I get it. Now, I want you to come out of this aspect that you and you alone are having this really rough time of things, okay? Because I want you to start thinking in the 5D perspective. It's not just you, it's all of us, okay? Maybe different things are happening for each of us, but we're all struggling. We're all late on a rent or a mortgage. We're all scraping up quarters and dollars to go to the supermarket at times, right? Or most of us. Not all, okay? But we're all going through this. And the reason I want you to think along this line is I want you to think about people around you as your family. Now, I'm not saying invite in people who are nasty, who are third dimensionals, who are sucking the life out of you. Separate from those people, but do it with compassion, okay? If that's making sense, okay? So your Aunt Tina, who drives you mad, who just is stuck in the third dimension and doesn't want to change, just, you don't need to take as many calls from her, or you don't need to see her. Don't go to as many events, or, whatever you have to do. But here I'm seeing a new start for Aquarius with this is like, I just heard to consider this card, okay? The new world, the new incoming world. That's what the Ten of Pentacles is going to represent for us, okay? Now, knowing this, all right, next to it, you have strife with this Nine of Wands. You're fatigued, guarded. You're experiencing setbacks. You feel weary, like you're in this ongoing battle. That is 3D, all right? But there's preparing you for a new start and new beginning with this Two of Wands, okay? Now, with the Two of Wands, guys, This is something totally different. This is going to be you with choices, but positive things to choose from. Many choosings, many opportunities, many good things instead of the opposite, right? And these are things that you've been, wanting and dreaming about and fantasizing about since you were a child, a lot of these things, right? Once we see how hard life is as we grow up, we come to this conclusion that those fantasies and the things, the beautiful things, the beautiful way we used to look at the world, right? We become jaded and we're like, that's just a fantasy. That's never going to happen. Real life is hard and it's a struggle and it's not fun and it's not, giving, right? But now with these two cards together, this is coming in fast. So this is going to be the answer to all of that. Okay, let's see what else Spirit has to say about today and my beautiful Aquas. They're saying you're moving toward wealth. You're moving toward positivity. You're moving toward, with this Nine of Pentacles, guys, you're moving toward independence, success, wealth, and prosperity, okay? This is also an indication that a lot of you are going to be getting into, aside from a feeling of freedom, because now you're going to feel completely secure. You're not going to wake up and wonder if where your next dollar is coming from, if you'll be able to pay your bills this week, and I have to go to that job that I can't stand. The people around me there are third dimensionals. I can't stand working with them. They drag me down, whatever. You're not going to have to worry about that anymore. So think about that. What is your life going to feel like and look like? Okay? Five of Swords. Guys, if you've never been to my channel before, my channel is about walking people that are starting to wake up, walking you over that bridge from 3D into 5D. Right now, most of us are in 4D. That's why nobody's talking about 4D. Have you ever wondered about that? I have, and I've done my diligence on that, and I've come to the conclusion that it's because we're in it now, okay? But you're going to get clarity on things that don't represent you for your betterment anymore, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job, whether it's the people around you in your circle, anything that is not bettering you, that you've been holding on to. You are getting the clarity now. You're starting to understand, you're starting to go through all of your relationships, all of your situations, and you're starting to think about the change. A lot of you have already gone under the change. All right. So here I'm seeing a masculine, and I'm seeing that you are highly committed to your family, and you're trying to bring in balance, and it's not easy, okay? But you are starting to feel that something good is coming, and you're feeling like soon you're going to be able to break away from the monotony of trying to bring in balance and trying to bring in balance and trying to juggle all these things that you're juggling for your family. And you're going to be free of this, okay? You're going to start feeling freedom. All right, a lot of you are feeling that baseline, that fifth dimensional baseline. It comes in and out, right? Where all of a sudden you feel wonderful, you feel calm, you feel happy, like never before. This is a totally different feeling than what we're used to. And then, hours later or the next day, you go back into that old, it's back and forth. But I'm sure it's touching a lot of you now, and if it is, please comment below the video. I'm seeing somebody's going to be getting a raise at work, okay, or a bonus. And somebody at work, I want to say a superior, somebody above, a boss figure, is very happy with you, Aquarius, okay? And I'm seeing that you're going to be celebrating because this is probably going to be pretty decent, all right? And because you're all empaths, your energy is loved, okay? It's loved by this Emperor because you are vibrating so high. Most of you are vibrating so high that you're not judging people. You are doing kind things for people. Your heart isn't black. Your heart is beautiful, and people can feel you. They feel that, they see that in you, and they're attracted to that. Who wouldn't be attracted to kindness? And those of us with loving hearts, right? We have to protect that heart even still, although we're going through our daily lives. Once in a while you see an option to be kind to somebody. There will be a gift, okay? It may not always be monetary, but I'm sure some of you have, and become conscious of this, guys. When you do something kind, after you do it, don't do it because, but after you do it, keep in mind to look for a gift, because we're not putting the two together. This is something that is happening right now in a big, powerful way. So make sure you keep things, you did something kind, just keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes and ears open, look at the mailbox, and see if there's a check in there. This is something that is prevalent right now, and this is how 5D is going to work for us. Okay, we are going to be gifted for our kindness to one another. That's going to be life-changing. All right, I'm seeing balance coming in. All right, something with this Nine of Cups, it looks like something Aquarius is wanting. You might have had to go through a transition to get this, okay? A big transition. It has to do with money. And when you come out the other side, there's been a lot of judgment here. You've gone through it. You've gone through it, and the balance is here. Okay, so things are ready to go. Things are in the pipeline for you, Aquarius. All right, and you should be seeing things. I feel like a lot of you are so used to being, feeling trotted on, and feeling, that ongoing battle and that weariness that, good things, positive things can easily just pass you by without you noticing. And I want you to change that, okay? Because the Seven of Pentacles, this feeling of being stuck, Spirit is saying you're not. And there's things going by you that you're not noticing, okay? But there is money coming to you from different, and it might be small amounts. You might be getting a credit where you didn't expect this credit to come from. You might be finding money on the ground. You might be in the store and somebody gives you extra money without realizing it, while giving you their, your change, and you see it later when you go home. All right, just keep your eyes open for the gifting, I'm going to call it, okay? Do something kind and you're going to be gifted. And you could be gifted with karma. It could be something karmic where, again, something you wanted just appears. Somebody you loved that moved away that you haven't seen, all of a sudden they're knocking on your door. Something positive will come in. All right, I am seeing an opportunity coming up. There's many opportunities that are going to start coming in for you. These are some of the things you're not noticing, guys, is doors and windows opening for you. I wouldn't be surprised if that card doesn't show up, and that would be the Sun, okay? But in this particular area over here, I'm seeing a lot of financial opportunities are going to start showing up, okay? But I feel like one of them is going to not turn out well for you. Either the person who's offering it or the offer itself is not going to be good, okay? It's not going to turn out well. So make sure you use your intuition. There's going to be more big, beautiful opportunities that will end up positive for you and will end up boosting your monies up. Your accounts will get fatter. But over here, I am seeing to be cautious, okay? Be very cautious in regard to your money overall right now, Spirit is saying, okay? I'm seeing some type of sadness in relation to these two masculines here. It looks like father and son. All right, I'm seeing that this son made a decision to move, and you're moving quite a distance away from your father, which is causing your father really to be sad as well as you. But there's a lot of separation, a lot of land between the two of you. You might be going overseas, or you're going somewhere that is a far distance. Okay, this is going to be you know, for whatever reason, it's going to be extremely heartbreaking to one of you or both of you, and it is carrying a heavy burden. So you might be worried about your father. You might be, you know, moving for a good reason. I'm seeing moving again here, movement away. All right, this is going to be like a break where yeah, you're going to miss each other very much, and you will stay in contact, but this is going to be difficult. Okay, so I don't know what the situation is here other than what I just told you. So if this is you, you can comment below the video. All right, now I'm seeing a mother and a daughter who are arguing. All right, so there is some pretty brutal arguing going on here between mom and daughter. I do see growth between the two of you. Looks like the daughter might be feeling ignored in some way. Now remember, guys, when we talk about perceptions, you know, this could be different for each of you, how you're perceiving this, whatever this is. Okay, obviously this is why people argue, right? We see things from a different lens. And two people, I was telling somebody yesterday in a reading that, you know, two people could have the same exact experience. You could be sitting, you know, in front of a visual and an actual, you know, thing that happens, and the two of you will come out of that experience with two different, you know, perceptions on what happened, right? So this is human nature. We all have, our brains are set up a little bit differently, and depending on how we grew up, right, is, you know, our perception might lean a little bit, you know, in a different kind of a way. So, but I am seeing the daughter is looking at this as she's feeling ignored, and as a mother, you may not really know what the problem is, that she's just, you know, acting a certain way, and you're not really getting the why. That's why, because she's feeling, she needs more attention. Okay, sometimes our children, even when they're older, they need attention. They don't want to say it because it'll sound too childlike, right? But if you think about it, we all need attention. All right, so guys, the other thing is, I just want to remind you, as you go through these hardships, and they're not going to last much longer, okay, just know that all of your neighbors, all of the people on the channel, we're all going through it. Okay, I don't want you guys sitting there thinking of yourself like you're split off somewhere and nobody else has problems. It's just you. I mean, obviously, you know, everybody has problems, but there's a reason why I want you to start connecting the dots here and start feeling the unity, because we're all going to need to help one another. We're starting out by doing kind acts, and it's going to grow from there. All right, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and this is going to be our justice. Look at this. This is about unity, guys. All right, so with this Wheel of Fortune and the partnership card, that's going to be our justice. Okay, so there's a lot of spirituality going on right now. Aquarius, you're here for a reason. You are the lighthouse. Okay, I think this might have been here, and yeah. All right, in the center we have the Seven of Swords. This is some of you just you know, feeling like things are just bumpy right now. Things aren't going smoothly like you would like. Okay, but the important thing now is to start speaking your mind, start speaking things, you know, your words are powerful. That's going to be your justice. All right, start speaking your you know, your needs and your wants. And that's very important to do right now. Also, staying in a state of gratitude. All right, here I'm seeing somebody's going through a tower moment today due to an ending. All right, I knew the sun would come up. So there's a lot of upset. All right, I feel like I'm speaking to a feminine, and something ended. I mean, it doesn't have to be a feminine. You can be a masculine as well. But Spirit wants you to know that this isn't going to last how you're feeling. Something is going to occur that's going to change you emotionally. Okay, I'm going to try to get more on this. There's a victory coming your way. All right, this is for Aquarius. I feel like this is very specific to Aquarius as well. You have the Five of Pentacles here. Five of Pentacles is, you know, feeling again left out in the cold, I want to say. So feeling left out in the cold, but there is a specific victory coming to Aquarius, okay? And it has to do with a new beginning. This is a beginning that you are going to masterfully manifest, okay? So you're manifesting something huge. And I think that you're manifesting, for the most part, what the entire globe is needing. You're playing a very important part right now, Aquarius. I don't know if you understand how important you are right now in this phase, in this biblical time we're in, okay? But you are making the difference. You are going to change lives. You are going to change things globally. You will be touching other people, you know, not physically, you won't be there with them, but you are going to be energetically changing things dramatically, okay? So pat yourself on the back, know who you are, stay strong, be confident, and, you know, continue those acts of kindness. See you tomorrow.